The fast fashion. This topic used to describe designs that are in trend in the social media, Instagram, Facebook, and move quickly in the stores. Then the customers can purchase trendy clothes at low cost and low quality. The most effective platform is Instagram because the companies can offer easily the clothes as a marketing strategy. Of fashion leaders like H&M, Forever 21 and Zara. In my opinion, the pros of fast fashion are concerning the psychological part, the way how others perceive the person. This makes him or her feel accepted in a social group of people. This influences the person's self-confidence. Regarding the disadvantages, social media makes the person be under pressure to buy these trending clothes. I think the worst cons is the way that we affect the environment and contribute to the climate change. I believe the fast fashion has more drawbacks than positive points. We have to make people aware of avoiding consumption.
Most of these chemicals are found within the tincture and processing of textiles. Some of these substances can be quite dangerous than when released into the environment through production, consumption, and waste can have effects on the environment and people's health. Dangerous chemicals that can be found in textile production include heavy metals, alkyl phenols used during washing and dye, or perfluorinated substances in final treatments such as anti-stain or waterproofing. To prevent the use of toxic textiles, such as consumer, we can ask manufacturers and be active looking for general information in blogs or publications on sustainable fashion that are raising awareness about sustainability. Consuming on-site organic natural textiles are the ones that can give us the greatest peace of mind.
The textile industry is a key sector in China, a country with more than 50,000 textile factories. In Shaoxing, for example, there are more than 9,000 textile factories and print-on textiles and dyes. There are issues because the textile industry is contributing greatly to pollution of rivers and waterways. Greenpeace has decided to focus on the discharge of wastewater from two main industrial zones, one in Shaoxing and the other in Xiaoshan. Greenpeace International Research has focused on two locations where water is pouring waste in the rivers. A sample was taken of these locations in May 2012, and they were sent Greenpeace's research laboratories for a chemical analysis. However, Shaoxing has made the fabrics beautiful, but that clean water turns black. To help with the issue of pollution, the local government has strengthened the inspection.
Global production, local pollution. The textile industry has become one of the most pollution of the planet. 8% of the global greenhouse gas emissions are likened to garment manufacturing. But there are also other factors such as pollution from spill and microplastic. Do this we must at the violation of human waste that occur in most factories, and this turn produce a great pollution water. Pollution is mainly derived from industrial and urban wastewater, and the current situation is serious. This can become a disaster if adequate attention is not given to the problem. As my partners have already mentioned, the contamination by the fast fashion industry is unheard, and this had a significant boom in the last 5 years. However, when the problems are social networks, although they have a great use, have diversified or globalized the world, they have also brought a significant increase in advertising influencers, work media with fashion companies, offering and advertising many brands and clothing. In addition to the fact that the competition is very large, more and more clothes are worse in quality and better made, which leads the consumer to buy clothes in large quantities and discard them a short time, which contributes greatly to the pollution problem. The production is given by large countries. China is one of the largest producers of clothing worldwide, and this is reflected by the rates of pollution that have increased. As many of its wastes had been dumped into rivers, oceans, and this is turned pollution locally and the other countries. The problem is global, the affectation is crazy, and finally the problem increases day by day.
Water pollution source. The knowledge about what chemicals had been spilled in the water is getting in the water samples. However, one of the most common problems is finding the industry where pollution is generated. The textile industry manipulates a lot of hazardous chemicals and several factories have only one water treatment plant. For this reason, when we take a water sample in the river that comes from the water treatment plant, we do not know which factory is responsible for the harmful effects. Solutions. We propose three solutions for this problem. The first is to reuse the clothes or buy used clothes in bazaars that are still in good condition. The second one is to find sustainable wastewater treatment methods that help reduce your water footprint. And the last one is to demand a change in the regulation of the emission of pollutants to water bodies by changing the country's policies.